Hey guys, Mac Utpat here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Very warm welcome to you all. The name of my episode today is Overexposure. Don't worry about too much exposure when it comes to content sharing, content posting across social media. So case in point, right? Many a times I have seen my peers and many of my clients struggle. I have observed that, and they become either struggling or are either getting conscious about how many times should I be posting. Will it turn my followers? Will it turn my customers? Will it turn my clientele off if I'm posting many times? So one thing I would like to say, if we humans, right, if we have learned one thing over eons, is that anything worthwhile takes repetition, and repetition is critical to most areas of our lives in order to become successful. So for example, from learning to walk to riding a bicycle, getting good at any sports, learning a musical instrument, we have seen that, or when it comes to professional career, repetition is key to success. And same holds true when it comes to social media marketing. So this thing works in our daily lives, traditional marketing, and also in social media marketing. So many a times we come across commercials on TV, radio. We don't necessarily like it, but over and over, when that commercial gets played, that tune kind of lingers in our mind, or that particular message kind of resonates in our mind. This is over the repetition. And when you go to the shop, when you go to the store, this product, when you see that rings the bell, and then you probably end up looking at it or buying it, right? So regardless of how good that product or service is, because you have seen this many times, you are inclined to buy it. Now psychologists have termed this effect called Familiarity Principle, or it is also known as mere exposure effect. And I'm giving a couple of links below of articles I have read. Feel free to browse through that. I hope you find some value in that. Now I will cover 2 points, and then I'll end up with my brief episode. Number one is take this to your heart. Repeat yourself often. Repeat yourself often. Regardless of whether you are producing content in the form of video, text, visual content, podcasting, make sure that you are repeating and you are posting frequently and consistently across key social media platforms. Now some business owners think that you have to create new content every time when you are posting across these social media channels, and then only I'll be able to add value. Now I will tell you one thing, while content creation, while creating new content is very important, many a times we tend to forget that there is a lot of content that is sitting on our laptop, on our desktop, on our backdated social media post. That's an excellent way to energize your marketing efforts. So study found that sharing old pieces of content over and over again can boost your media conversions by 668%. Yes, you heard it right, 668%. And that is a massive increase, come to think about it. So you can actually use mix and match strategy. So when you feel overwhelmed or you are stretched too thin, my recommendation to you is that latch on to your prior content that you have generated maybe last year, 6 months back, but make sure that that content is relevant and that speaks to pain points and adds some kind of value to your audience. And think about this as this way. For example, if you are working out in the gym, repeating a certain movement in a wrong way is most likely to hurt you rather than benefiting you. So the same principle holds true. As long as that content is relevant and providing some kind of value, it will benefit you. So keep that common sense, keep that judgment in back of your mind. So once you are comfortable with content, you can now go out in the digital world and share it as many times as possible. That was my first message. And number two, the second advantage of repetition is that it helps you generating and building brand awareness. And what I mean by that is, the one thing business hopes to do and achieve over a long period of time is having some kind of branding, brand awareness in your target market's mind. So remember that TV spot example, TV commercial example that I talked to you about. You didn't know you were going to go out and buy whatever the thing you saw advertised. You didn't do it right away, you didn't buy it right away, but eventually you did. So this kind of pertains back to the mere exposure effect, the familiarity principle. So tracking ROI in social media marketing can be tricky because the relationship between your brand awareness and bottom line business results is often indirect, it's not direct. So depending on your product and service, you may or may not expect someone to click on your Facebook ad or Google ad right away when they see it for the first time. But over time, if you trigger these ads consistently and frequently, soon you will find that you will happen to build brand awareness, and that will indirectly help you out creating more social media ROI. So at the end of the day, think about marketing as an exercise. Done right way, repeatedly, you will eventually see positive results that will benefit you and your brand, your message, your products and services, so on and so forth. So signing off for now. Thank you so much for tuning in Mac Utpath. Feel free to connect with me on social media, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. All the links are given below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, share the word about that. I'll be highly obliged. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.